Welcome to sonsofgod.com. Ann and I would like to welcome you and would like to take this time to introduce you briefly to the vision and burden for this website. For God is speaking a word and is pouring forth His Spirit on a much deeper level during this season. The Lord is raising up and preparing many sons that encircle the globe, some of which are in the confines of Christianity and denominationalism, others that are not. But in the Spirit, He is calling forth His bride, His people, that will interact and relate on a realm of the Spirit, the realm of the kingdom. This is something new, for eye hasn't seen, and it hasn't entered into the heart of man what God has prepared for His people during this hour. But it's not what you're expecting. When Christ came, the Sadducees and Pharisees and the religious leaders of that day had an expectation and were looking for a certain concept, and Christ was not that. In this hour, as heavily entrenched as our world is within the concept of theology, religion, Christianity, and Christ, everyone is looking for a concept, for a fulfillment of their own personal revelation, very much similar to the Pharisees and the Sadducees of Christ's day. And what is coming is not what people are looking for, it's not what they are expecting. For it's a hidden work, Christ within His people, and even to those with whom He is appearing, it is still hidden to a great degree from their own eyes. This is a day of revelation and a day of great darkness, a darkness that rests upon the earth, upon the minds and the hearts of those who have not been given eyes to see. And we're not talking about those outside the household of faith, but those that walk within the household of faith. It's a day of great vision and a day of great revelation, a day of great change and a day of great tumult, as God brings forth His kingdom, which is a kingdom of spirit, to a people that will walk and live and function in the realm of spirit. The prophet Joel foresaw this day as a day of tremendous upheaval, a day of darkness stretching forth upon the land, yet a day of great light, as the Father would begin to pour forth His Spirit upon all mankind, a day when the spiritual and physical dimensions would begin to merge or conjunct together. For we're at the time of a conjunction of ages, a conjunction of the spirit world with the physical world that we know. This conjunction is not something that's happened overnight, but it's been in process since the early 50s, as we've seen a tremendous increase of the rate at which the restoration of God's Spirit has been taking place. We are forging into areas of the restoration of all things which have not been written, nor have they really entered into the heart of men. For we're writing the last chapters, we're penning the last pages in concert with the Lord. This transition into a living reality of sonship in the earth, taking abode within a people, is a level of release that has not been seen before, certainly not since Christ's advent. For God is taking a people into a reality of sonship, into the step-by-step changes that are necessary at this time. To this we dedicate this website as just one of many voices that God is raising up to speak the word and to create and release His sons and daughters. May the words at this site confirm, strengthen, and uplift you in the faith as you move forward and come forth into all that God has prepared for you, outside of our concepts, outside of what we have known, what we have conceived. into that which God has ordained that the sons shall move in.